get on, so I'll just record for anyone that misses. Oh, there's Liberty. Let me just add you in. Bloody hell. Sorry, there's still a few more. Lucy. Right, I think that's everyone. Fab. So hi everyone, thanks for all getting on. I hope you're all having a really nice day and enjoying the sun. I know I have been. Apparently it's going to be raining for the next 3 weeks. How depressing. So I hope you've all enjoyed it today and sat in the garden. So we wanted to get everyone on tonight. We've got some absolute amazing superstar speakers giving you their tips and advice on how to grow your business all summer. We've also got lots of exciting news. We had an NMD meeting today and we've got loads of exciting news from the company to share with you as well. So, oh, there's a few more there. Just accept these. So we're going to get started. So obviously since lockdown eased, everyone has just been going wild. The customers have been all eating out. Everyone's been partying, having barbecues. Most of the team is like we all been locked in for a year. We've all just been having fun. You know, we've took our foot off the gas a little bit. People haven't been fully focused because they've been locked up for a year and they've been having fun. But we've been doing that for 2 or 3 months now. And now is the time to get back to business. Like the next 3 months are so exciting. What you do now is going to affect you for the next 4 months. So we all need to learn, even though it's amazing outside and it's so exciting and you want to go to the beach and you want to sit in the sun, we all need to remember why we're doing this. Like, this is a job. It's your business. If you're not posting and you're not getting the orders, then you're not going to get paid. It's all commission based. So we really need to remember this. Remember why you're doing it. Are you doing it so you can sit at home with the kids in the garden? You can take them out. You can take them on holiday when you can. You can buy that house, buy that car. You can give up your 9 to 5. We've got to remember why we're doing this and that it is a job and it is a business and we have got to work. And I know it's so hard to discipline yourself sometimes when the weather's nice or you're getting invited, but you have got to sit down and do the work. Now what I do is I sit myself away at my desk or in the office and I make myself do my DMO. Like, even if you set an alarm a few times a day or get on the power hours, even if you're doing at least a few hours a day, you have got to be doing your DMO every single day. So you're following and you're connecting. You've got to be showing up every day and posting. This is a typical example. Your shop has got to be open every single day. If it's not, your customers will go to someone else who is. So Saturday night, I went out for Carly's birthday. I was messaging a girl all day about the products. I sent her all the info. She was messaging me Sunday morning saying, can I order? And I was so hungover. I wasn't online for about 4 hours. It's my own fault. And then I followed up with her in the afternoon and she's like, oh, I've placed the order now. So that is my own fault. I wasn't online. I wasn't there. She wanted to order and I lost that sale. And that is just a typical example. Like, people still want to order. And if you're not online and showing up every day, other people will be. So your shop window has got to be open every single day. You've got to be posting every day. You've got to be speaking to people every day. You've got to be following up. Like, following up is the most boring task in the world. I was moaning about it the other day, like, oh my God, I've got 40 people to follow up. I'm losing my voice. I can't be bothered. And then I was like, you know what, Lauren, are you taking the piss? I used to work in a call center answering the phone to 250 people a day on minimum wage. My last corporate job, I used to do 6 to 7 face-to-face meetings. I was stressed out. I had to hit my targets. And that job was a really good, normal, full-time job. I earned 35K a year. And I was stressed out my mind and I thought it was amazing. Now I earn between 35 and 50K a month. And I'm moaning about following up and doing one-to-ones because my voice was going. I was like, this is the best job in the world. We can sit at home, you know, in our gardens or when we're out and about or on a sun lounger. All we have to do is be on our phone speaking to people. Like, it's the best job in the world. So we have to remember that when we're moaning, you can't be bothered and you're not been posting and you're not online. Would you rather go into a 9 to 5 and have a boss or be working on minimum wage or rubbish wages, asking your boss for time off, asking your boss, can you have a holiday? Like, you have got to remember that this is the best job ever and not take it for granted, and you've got to be putting the work in. So even if you just set an alarm every couple of hours and think, right, I'm going to do a power, say half an hour, I'm going to do my following, my connecting, I'm going to be posting, I'm going to do my following up. Even if you do that a few times a day, it's better than nothing, but you have got to discipline yourself now. And for the next few months, whatever you do now is going to affect you for the next 4 months. So you need to sit down, everyone needs to get back to work. Like, we've all been having fun, but you've got to remember, like, you're going to run out of money. Some people who got paid in June were like, oh my God, my wages dropped. And I'm like, well, how many hours did you work? How much do you think you deserve? Like, if you went into a 9 to 5, what would you pay you? And they're like, yeah, I didn't really work, I did about half an hour a day. I was like, there you go. So we all have to get back to work now, and remember, this is a job, and remember why we're doing it. So the next few months are going to be so exciting. We had some amazing news today in the NMD meeting. So for the next few months until August, we are having a new summer package, which is amazing. Like, we have been asking for something like this for ages. Like, you will get some people that don't want to do, you know, 4 months. They just want to do like a quick shred for summer. And I don't know about you, but I need to do this. Like, I've been eating out too much. I've been drinking. I've been eating pizzas. Everyone now, because they've been, you know, out and about and not really caring for the last few months, wants to get back on a shred. They want to get, you know, fit for if we can go on holiday or for the rest of the summer. So this is perfect. So it's going to be 30 sachets of the complete with 4 months supply of the berries. It's going to be £37.50 a month with an RBC of 134 points. So this is gonna fly off the shelves. It's so exciting. I'm getting loads of pictures and posts made up for the summer shred, but it's going to be over, you can do it for the next 90 days, but it's going to be a 30-day shred. And this is amazing because it's perfect for something new to talk about. Like, sometimes you'll think, oh my God, I'm posting the same things all the time. We have now got something new and exciting to talk about. It's a perfect excuse to get back in touch with anyone that's inquired, any old customers, and be like, oh my God, we've got a new shred. And it's the perfect introduction to get people on the capsules. So even if you just go for the shakes and the berries, next time they might go for the shakes, the premiums, they might have the boosters. So this, sorry, my voice is going, this is going to be absolutely amazing, and this is going to be massive for our summer. It's going to absolutely blow your business up. So because of the new summer shred, I just need a drink of water, I'm going to be doing an incentive for the next 30 days. So it starts on the next Monday, the 21st of June. And obviously it's running for 90 days, but I'm going to do a 30-day incentive. So from the 21st of June to the 21st of July, where a minimum of 10 packages, you'll go into the draw, and you can either choose between Gucci sunglasses or Gucci sliders, whichever you want. They're both summery. So it'll be a minimum of 10 packages to go into the draw. So that will be absolutely amazing. It's going to be so exciting. We've never had anything like this before. So I'm so excited for the next 90 days. So I wanted to get a few of the girls on. I think Ruth wants to go first. She's going to be talking about giving you her best top tips, what's working for her and her team, and what it can, there she is. Can you hear me, Ruth? Have I unmuted you?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Oh, sorry, you're still muted. Sorry, it's really slow. There you go. Is it worked? No. I don't know why it's not coming up, Ruth. Sorry, babe, one sec. Ask to unmute. Right, is it coming up?
Yeah, can you hear me?
I can't hear you.
Oh, hang on. Is it something wrong with mine?
Let me just try and make you host then. I'll make you host for now, and then you can make the next person host. Is that working?
Lauren, everyone could hear, I think, Lauren. Can you hear me now?
Oh, it's just me that can't hear you. Everyone can hear you. If you want to tell everyone a bit about your journey, babe, and your 3 top tips, and then if you can pass it on to the next person. For some reason, it's not letting me unmute, but yeah, if you want to go ahead, I can see you speaking.
Okay, fab. Oh my God, I totally lost my train. Oh yeah, let's see, if we can do this, anyone can do it. We're crap at technology.
Someone said, Lauren, turn your volume up. It's working now, Celtic.
Hey, there we go. Fabulous. How is everyone? I hope you're all okay. This is so exciting. I just feel like if anyone's not on this call, then they don't want it. If you are on this call, give yourself a massive pat on the back, because hearing off the rest of the girls, like, even I'm excited. So I started like 6 years ago, just last month. It was 6 years ago, and basically I knew Lauren from before she even joined. So I was just watching her on social media from the job that I absolutely hated, staring at the same four walls every single day, being by myself, because I worked in an office by myself. My confidence was literally on the floor. I had nothing to look forward to, no more progression in the company. I'd had one promotion in the whole 6 years with a little pay rise, like nothing else. We didn't even have Christmas parties. I used to try and plan them, and it ends up me with like one of the 40-year-old odd woman. So it really wasn't a fun environment and nothing to look forward to. Because my confidence was so low, I would never go for anything else. I don't know, like, anyone that first joined this business, if you weren't confident, like, put your hands up. I was the same, and I just kept watching, like, literally smash it. She also still had her job, her 9 to 5, Monday to Friday job, and she was doing this around it, going all over the world with the company, just getting promotions left, right and centre, bonuses left, right and centre. And I was like thinking, I just want to be a part of something fun as well as like, obviously the money side attracted me. So we went out for dinner. We got really drunk. She showed me a bank account on her phone, and for the month of April 2015 she'd earned £25,000, and that was my yearly salary in my full-time job. And I was like, right, get me signed up tomorrow. If I can earn a tenth of that, like, that's my monthly wage. But I was thinking, just get a little top up for your wages, put money in savings. I couldn't save for the life of me. And I was 29 years old thinking, I've got no savings, something needs to change. So it was just a little, like, extra, like, most of all, an extra £200-300 maybe a month for savings, holidays, birthdays, stuff like that. Little did I know it was going to turn into the best decision I ever made. I got made redundant 2.5 years after doing both at the same time, and never had to get another job. So this has been a full-time job for nearly 3.5-ish years. I've had, 7 promotions, I think now, £28,000 in bonuses. I've travelled, like, to Marbella, to Dubai. Lauren took me to Vegas. I've stayed in Spain for like nearly a month, just because I could work from the beach. I've been able to buy my dog. I've upgraded my car twice. I won't, like, go into all the ins and outs of it, because obviously we haven't got time, but the other side of it is the friendships I've made, the support that you receive. Like, I have a bit of purpose, I have a bit of ambition and a belief in myself. I never believed I could do anything ever before. Like, I'm just a normal girl from Liverpool, and this business has allowed me to dream and just create my absolute dream life. So if you have a dream life that you want and your current situation isn't giving you that, make sure this business is your 100% focus, because it can give you whatever it wants. Anyway, that's my story, basically. I'm going to talk about 3 things. 1, discipline. 2, trust in the process. And 3, a little bit of ideas for indirect business posts. So in terms of discipline, this is what everyone needs to have over motivation. My team know exactly what I say to motivation. Absolutely fuck motivation. Sorry if there's any kids on the call, but it just needs to be said. Motivation doesn't exist. It's invisible. It doesn't exist. Discipline is what you do, and you can't rely on motivation. Results come from a compound effect of daily, consistent, small tasks. So if you're looking at the DMO and it's like, whoa, that's like a load of tasks, all you need to do is break it down into little bits throughout your day, 5 minutes here, 10 minutes there, a little blast of an hour or something like that around whatever your situation is. Getting up half an hour earlier, going to bed half an hour later, just to get them little tasks done. It's the compound effect of daily, consistent actions. So when you talk about discipline, like, why are you disciplined to show up for the job that you're currently in, that you hate? I used to ask myself this, like, if I was having a rubbish day when I had my full-time job, I'd be like, but I'm getting up and I'm rushing around and I'm driving to go to a job that I absolutely hate. Why? Because I get paid from it. So as soon as I switch my mental state, if you like, to, I want to get paid from this, I was disciplined to show up every single day. And like, let's put it bluntly, like, it's not hard work. Our thumbs don't get tired. It's our mental side that is the hard bit. So like, I'll go into it a little bit more, but that's where your self-development comes in. You need an absolute big why power, not willpower, why power. And that is just something that is going to encourage you to get up every single day and show up to the business. So mine, for example, when I had a job, was always to work from home. I used to have a picture of a laptop on a bed, because that always reminded me I don't want to get up to work. I want to stay in bed because I'm lazy. But like, also the thought of like making me parents proud, and like me sisters and my brother proud of something, because I was just in like a normal office job. Not that that's bad at all, but they're all amazing, like in big amazing jobs. One's an actress, one's like works for Aston Martin and is an absolute super geek. My sister's was in a job where she was really high up, earning loads of money, and I just literally looked up to them and thought, I want something where they can look at me and be proud of me. And that used to get me really emotional. I'm not going to let it right now, but you need something. If it's for your kids, you need something that is going to give you a strong why power. Make sure you've got a vision board. I don't know if anyone's going to talk about that on the call, but a vision board is, you need to see it everywhere, on your phone, on your bedroom, in your bathroom, on your kitchen, wherever it is, whatever you want, get it in a picture form so that you're constantly seeing it, because that's where the law of attraction comes in. It's not about thinking it and it happens. It's about seeing things and attracting it. And when you see it, you're more likely to do actions to attract things to yourself. So yeah, big why power. Get on calls. Like, obviously you're all on this one, so I'm not going to like shout at anyone not getting on this call, but there's literally like 2 calls every week, Tuesday, Friday. Your upline probably does a weekly one minimum. There's 4 power hours a day in the whole team winning group. There's literally more help now than when I started 6 years ago. So any single person can do it. You just need to get organized, get ahead of yourself with your content. So plan content when you have got time, so that when you're busy, it's easier to do. Because if you haven't got the motivation, you're disciplined to go, hang on, I've got a post, save a minute, I'll get it on there. So yeah, know how to get yourself out of a funk as well, because when we look at motivation, some of us don't have it every single day. Like 6 years in the business, I haven't woke up every single day out of the right side of the bed going, yeah, I'm going to smash the business today, I'm going to get this, I'm going to get that. Sometimes you are in a funk, so you've got to know how to let yourself get out of that. If it won't matter in 5 years, don't let it waste 5 minutes of your time. So sometimes when I'm in a funk, like actually I was on Sunday, I was a bit hungover, so Sunday and Monday I was in a bit of a funk. I knew what I needed to do though. I needed to get healthier, I needed to drink loads of water, I needed to get some fresh air, and I did that. And Monday night, Tuesday, I was back with a bang. So just know what the signs are of when you're in a funk, and know how to get out of it. So I'm talking really fast, sorry, because I'm conscious of time. Hopefully you can understand my Scouse accent. Trust in the process. This is really, really important, and it's what kept me going when I was going for Partner Plus. Most people know that, and I've got no shame in saying it, because I think it helps people, hopefully. It took me 6 months to get to the first promotion. Don't ask me what I was doing. I'm just rubbish. I don't know, but it doesn't matter, because now I'm not Partner Plus, I'm IMD, so that's fine. And also I was QNMD for 2 years as well. So knowing that I trusted the process is what helped me show up and got me through those like roller coaster times. I knew obviously Lauren had smashed this business, and I knew her from before, so I was trusting the process because I know it works. Like, hopefully you all know someone now that it has worked for, so just trust the process and do what they tell you to do, because if they've done it, like, there's no point in recreating the wheel. The blueprint is there, the DMO is there. Also, what I would say is try not to focus, when you trust in the process, don't focus just on results. Obviously, it's important to have a goal to go for, but if you just focus on results, you're going to get disheartened, because we don't get orders every day. Well, some people might, but I don't. We don't get team members every day, and that's okay. But what you need to focus on is the process. So when people say like this job is maybe having a negative effect on their mindset and stuff, obviously if you've got mental health issues, that's a different story. But if you haven't, like for me, I don't get that. I don't understand that, because we just are encouraging people to eat healthily, move more, and do self-development, like personal growth. Like, if you focus on them 3 things, how can you not trust the process, and how can it not be a good thing even if you aren't getting the results every single day? If you improve 1% every single day, after a year you've improved 365%. Like, it's them small tasks. Stop putting a big mountain in front of you. Do small tasks every single day, improve by 1% every single day, do 1% more than you did yesterday, and you will get somewhere. It might take longer than you thought, but like, who wrote the rules? Like, I said on the call the other day, if you were doing a marathon with Mo Farah, just because he finishes first doesn't mean you shouldn't do it. You're just going to take a bit longer, and that's okay, because you'll still finish it and it's an amazing achievement. So I've watched people come in after me and fly past me in the positions. That's okay. That's amazing for them. But I took 5 years to get to NMD. That's fine for me. I'm happy with that. At first, trust in the process also means at first, for the first year potentially, we are underpaid for being overworked. It's just the way it is in network marketing a little bit sometimes. But eventually, like, I feel now I'm overpaid for what I do. Like, literally what we do is just, I share about my day, and I share about eating healthy, and I share other people's amazing results, and I share this amazing business opportunity. And I'm getting 3, 4, 5, 6 grand a month, obviously depending on what time of year it is and stuff. Like last year, my highest wage was £20,500 for a month's wage with a bonus. Like, that's ridiculous for what we do. So trust the process. Get on the power hours, make it a habit, because they will help so much. And yeah, as I said before, it's not hard work, it's just the mental side that's hard. So making sure you're doing them things, that is the process, will keep you motivated. So the final thing I'm going to say, hopefully I'm okay time wise, is about indirect business posts. So if you are looking to build a team, this is the thing that I think really helped attract people to my business, and it's indirect business posts. An indirect business post is literally just talking about the business without asking anyone to join your team, message for info, all that type of stuff. It's just like you would share a nice meal or a movie that you've seen, and it's just going to attract people. This is what I think attracted most people to my business. Don't overcomplicate them. Like, a lot of people just think too hard about it and think they're going to say something wrong. You can't say the wrong thing to the right person. If you can sell a product, if you've ever sold the shakes, if you've ever sold the premium capsules, any single product, you can sell a business. It's just switching your mindset to a product to selling a business. Like, think of the business as the product. Where you are early on as well, like, a lot of people look at maybe Lauren or any of us that speak tonight and think, oh, they're getting this bonus, they've got that car, they're doing what they want. That's why they're attracting people. But where you are now, like, if you are new to the business, or if you're in an extra £200-300 a month, that is so relatable. So don't worry about not being able to buy designer handbags and all that type of stuff. Just share your journey, because when you are at that point, and that's when, not if, when you are at that point where you can afford these type of things, people will have watched your journey and know that you're genuine and have trusted your process, and they'll start to join then. Like, a lot of my team watched me for 3, 4, 5 years, and I've joined in the last year. So yeah, you can sell the business whatever position you are. So in terms of your posts, make sure your pictures are spot on. They are the window into your business. So you have got to think, will this picture get likes? Does this picture represent what I do, and does it attract people to what I do? If it's maybe just a selfie, sometimes that isn't enough. As much as everyone's got a gorgeous face, sometimes that doesn't always attract people to the business straight away. So maybe think about how you can make your home office look cozy, even if it's just a cute blanket with a cuppa and your iPad or whatever it is, your phone. Like, think about how you're going to attract people to the business. And think about getting likes. You want likes so that you can chase likes. And even if they say, I just like the picture or whatever, you've planted a seed there. They're going to be maybe thinking about, oh, actually, maybe I could do it, or maybe it is interesting, or maybe that's the type of stuff that she does. I kind of like that, maybe. And they'll be watching you and watching you. So it's planting the seeds everywhere you go. So little couple of examples. Everyone has a story, whether you've joined in the last month or the last year, no matter what position you are, every single person has one. It's literally just when you started, why you started, and what you like about it so far. So if you started yesterday, tell people, oh my God, I've just started this new business yesterday because I want to earn an extra £200 a month to pop in my savings for the kids or for emergencies, and I'm blown away by how much support there is already and how lovely everyone seems. Like, that's a business post straight away, and it's attractive and it's nice, and you're not lying and saying you earned £1 million in a day. Like, think about it like that. If you the other thing you can share is other people's success. So I used to share Lauren's success, all the PMDs, anyone that's like bought anything or done something amazing, share about that. Incentives, events and bonuses, every single person can share about that, past and present incentives, past and future events, so everyone can be talking about retreats that you're going on or any future events, and the bonuses, what you last got, what your next one is, the whole thing. Like, literally so many posts you can get out of it, where you're working from or what you're working around, solve problems. So why do people say no? I can't afford the £50. Boom, there's a post for tomorrow. Why did you pay £50? What have you got for £50? Have you earned that back in your first month or whenever? The pyramid scheme, I won't even go into that because it's just laughable. No time, I haven't got the time, I've got a job. How many people started when they've got a job? I had a full-time job for 2.5 years. And then you can talk about what you like about it. So as I just touched on there, the friendships, the support, how positive it is to be around a positive job, and how much it is amazing helping other people. And breathe.
Thanks, babe. You were amazing. Sorry that didn't work then. I think it was my my laptop. I absolutely love listening to you. You've got such a calming tone. And even when you're speaking, I'm like, oh, she's like a teacher. I've just got to accept a few more people into the waiting room because I wasn't the host. There's 28 people waiting. So I'm just going to accept them before we go to the next speaker. Okay, so they're all in now. So next up is, I think, Jane. Let's see if she's there. There you are. Let me see if this will work, Jane. Just see if that's letting me unmute you. Ask to unmute. Is that working, babe?
I think so. Can you hear me all right, Liz?
She is, babe. If you want to really, really briefly, like 1 minute, tell your story and then go into your top tips.
Of course, you've got your volume up now. You can hear me okay. I love what Ruth said about hoping that you can understand our accents, because what makes me laugh about our accent, Ruth, is, you know, on WhatsApp now you can listen to people's voices on 1.5. We already sound 1.5, like we already sound like you've sped the voice up. So hopefully that you can all understand me okay, and especially that I'm going to go through these quite quickly. Do use the chat, girls, as well. I love to see people in the chat. I love being able to like bounce off people, know who I'm talking to. So use the chat as much as possible. Ask me questions or tell me what resonates with you or whatever you want to do. But Ruth, that was amazing. Thank you so much. So thank you again for everyone who's on. My name's Jane McMurray. If we've not met yet or you've not had me on a call yet, it's so lovely to be here with everybody else. So thank you so much for coming on. My background before this business was literally, I was stuck in a rut. I was sick and tired of being sick and tired. I had tried everything. I had so much ambition for my life, but no means of making it happen. Now, you are all exactly the same. You all have goals for your lives. You all have like this bigger means for your life, because if you didn't, you wouldn't be on this call. It might be, I said this last night, wrapped around a little bit of self-doubt and a little bit of like, can I do this or not? But it is there. Otherwise, you wouldn't be on this call and you wouldn't be in this business. So for me, I was literally, that was me. I had big dreams for my life, but no means of making it happen. I did try the hand at loads of different things. I went to college. I went to working at hairdressers. I trained as a hairdresser at one point. And because I was always quite money motivated, when all of my friends went off to university, I got a job in a call centre just to earn a little bit of extra money. And let me know if there's any people who work in call centres on this call. I said to myself, because if you've ever worked in a call centre before, or if you still do, I guarantee that you have said this at some point. I will get this job for 6 months and then that's it. I'll find what it is that I'm destined to do. But for now, I'm just going to do this call center job for 6 months. And that's what I said when I got that job there. And I was there like 6, 7 years later. And I remember sitting thinking, I've got too much ambition for my life to be sitting in this call center. I was, spoke to dreadfully on the phone. I was sworn at every day. I was chained to a call center desk, a headset, a phone. Like Lauren said, I used to sit there literally. Nick, did you say what I said? I won't be there 6 months, and it's like your life forever. I absolutely hated it, and I thought to myself, there's only one way that I'm getting out of this job, and it's if I win the lottery. Like, there's no other way that I'm getting out of this job. I'm stuck here now forever. And it was at that point when I was scrolling through my old hairdressing Twitter, and I came across Lauren on Twitter, who all the time was just posting so positively every single day and so consistently that it was impossible to miss her. And I want you to all write that down. I want you to post so consistently that it is impossible for people to miss you on social media. You are there constantly. Now, Lauren works full time at the time, of course. So when I joined, I was like, well, if you work full time and you smash this business, then I can do it as well. And that's exactly what I went on to do. I stayed in my call centre job right the way up until last year. Been in the business for 7 years this year. I got to NMD after 5 years, and then last year I got to IMD in I think it was the June, and then in August I got to EMD. Last year, Club 50. So considering that it took me quite a while to get to NMD, I'm so thankful that I carried on with it, because even my journey to EMD, it's been a constant journey of learning new things. It's been a constant journey of failing and then getting better at it. It's been a constant journey of, sort of earning money while I've learned to be a better distributor, while I've learned to be a better leader. Like, every single level that you reach in this business, you will get better and better and better. And yeah, I was stuck for a little bit, but that's okay, because you will never reach the next position until you, one, believe that you can do it, and two, you've learned more about yourself, your self-development and your personal growth and your confidence that will get you to that next level. If you're just stuck, it's that you're not developing yourself and your business to that next level of belief that you need to reach that next promotion in this company. So if you are stuck, it's okay. It's just a growth phase. We've all had them. But from the time that I said yes to this business to now, it's literally changed my life completely. I earn crazy amounts of money now, well more than I did in the call center, amazing bonuses. I've spent the last 7 years traveling the world with my husband. We've been to the Caribbean, we've been to Mexico, we've island hopped around Thailand, we've spent Christmas in New York. I pay my mum a wage every single month through this business. She's a care worker, so I give her a wage every single month. That means she doesn't have to work as much hours in her job. She's got more money, she's got more freedom, she's all around happier. Because of that wage that I can give her every single month. I've got more time with my family. I've got more financial freedom, more time freedom. I bought my mum a car last year. All of these amazing things that would never be possible without this business. And thankfully, when times got tough, I stayed consistent in seeing it through till the end. And that's what the majority of my tips that I'm going to talk about are going to be about. So my first one is going to be one of those broken record tips that I know you're sitting there going, don't say it, don't say it, don't say it. I know what you're going to say. Don't say it, don't say it, don't say it. It's consistency in this business. And I don't mean a daily consistency. Ruth has just talked about a daily consistency, doing your DMO, putting product posts, recruitment posts every single day. Again, going back to what I said about Lauren, being so consistent every day that it was impossible to miss Lauren on social media. That's why I ended up saying, yeah, she was there constantly every single day. But I'm not talking about the daily consistency. I'm talking about the persistency that you need to get through the tough times in this business, to see the bigger picture, to not go missing when you feel like you've had a little bit of a failure, or you've been stuck for a while, or someone said no, or you're comparing yourself to other people. You need that consistency where your attitude is I will make this happen no matter what it takes. And I want you all to write that down as well. I will make this happen no matter what it takes. And that is the kind of consistency that I am talking about. As I say, I built my business at NMD around a full-time job. I just made sure that I was really organized every day when it came to planning me posts in advance. So I still have a group on Facebook now with just me in it. I'm like a little loner in my own Facebook group, and it's called Post Ideas. And I have had my Post Ideas group since I literally started this business and started using Facebook. And every single night before I went to bed, I would sit for half an hour and I would create a morning post about having my breakfast shake. I'd post about my capsules. I'd post a customer testimonial. I'd talk about the business. So like Ruth said, you want to be sharing your own business story every single day indirectly, by talking about what this business has done for you and letting people be curious about what it is that you do in this business. So you want to be posting about that every single day. Like Ruth said as well, you also want to be talking about other people's success in this business. You might want to talk about someone's skin that's cleared up using the omegas. You might want to talk about a healthy recipe. I would have 8 posts ready for the following day every single day. And then in the morning when I woke up, I would set my alarm for half an hour before I went to work. I'd put a good morning post on that morning, and I'd spend half an hour just liking, commenting, adding people to my social media. So knowing that the majority of people who are on this call are probably mums or you work full time, you just need to get really organized when it comes to your posts. And then the next day you're having your shake and your capsules anyway. You can just take a quick selfie and you can upload it onto your social media. So many people say, but I work full time, I haven't got time to do this business. You have. It's all about a matter of priorities, because if you work hard enough with this business around a full-time job or around having children. I had a girl on a call today, or NMD call earlier, Sabrina. She was amazing. I've never heard from her before. She said, I scheduled my kids into my diary. That's how much I prioritize this business. I scheduled my own kids into my diary because I prioritize this business. And if you do that, you do have time. If you work hard at this business around your children or around your full-time job for just a few years, you will have the time freedom that you can't even imagine for the rest of your life. You can have ultimate time freedom. You've just got to work that little bit extra harder when you have a full-time job, and it might take a little bit longer, but that's okay. And just be persistent when it's not going your way, because sometimes this business won't go your way. Sometimes you will fail. Sometimes you will reach a hurdle. You know, the road is not a straight road to success. I have had so many curveballs thrown at me. I've had so many, doors slammed in my face. I've had so many speed bumps. I've had so many just point blank driving into a brick wall at some point. But I knew if I stayed persistent with this business, it would pay off. And it's that burning desire that you've got inside of you that's saying, if I just carry on, I will eventually get to NMD. You just have to carry on. It doesn't matter how long it takes. My second tip that I wrote down for everyone tonight was building your confidence in this business. So again, let me know in the chat who really believes in these products. Like, it is impossible not to believe in them. If you are taking them, if you are loving them, if you are feeling amazing already, Maddie, Joe, Emma, Denise, yeah, me, Maria, yeah. We all believe in these products. It's almost unshakable, because they're backed by science. You've got your own testimonials. You've got the customer testimonial group where hundreds of thousands of people who love these products. Like, this isn't some kind of placebo effect. Like, this is an amazing product. So again, we've got Lou. I feel like shit without them. Yeah, Lou. So many people. Yeah, it's almost that unshakable belief. And then you have the unshakable belief in the business model, in the company. We've been around for 50 years. Let me know in the chat who's got an unshakable belief in the business, in the company, and you seeing people have got to PMD. You seeing people who have come from where you're from with the same goals as you, that have got to amazing life goals, amazing positions in this company, and amazing wages. Again, we've got people in the chat like, I love these products, I love this business. Nikki's like, absolutely, I love it. You know, there is absolutely no denying that we are part of the best company in network marketing in the world, with the best products in the world. But what is going to come and bite you in the ass every single day is your self-belief in yourself, that ultimate, unshakable belief in yourself. And it doesn't just come overnight. Like, you have to work on it every day. It's like a muscle. It's like going to the gym. If you don't go to the gym every single day and you don't feel good, you're not losing weight, you're not building muscle, it's not the gym's fault. It's yours because you've not been. So never ever sit and say, no one wants to buy the products off me, I'm not getting reach on social media, you know, this, she's done it better than me, I'm comparing myself. If you're not building your self-belief like a muscle every single day and doing things that, you know, are gonna help you believe in yourself that little bit more every day, it's no one's fault but your own. You really need to make sure that you're believing in yourself that little bit more every day. And it's things like, you know, doing self-development, listening to YouTube, being close to the flame, staying close to the people that inspire you, coming on every single call. You know, every day I will get up and I will listen to Kevin Hart, to Will Smith, to Oprah, all of these people that to me came from nothing. Like, that is what inspires me deeply. Like, what inspires you deeply? For me, it's people who came from nothing and they've made something of their lives. For me, it's an absolutely amazing thing to listen to those people because it fires me up. And another thing as well, which Ruth touched on, which I'll go through really, really quickly, is having your why. Like, why are you in this business? And you can put it in the chat if you want to. It's up to you. Why are you in this business? And don't sit and say, it's because I want to leave my job. Don't have on your vision board because I want to leave my job. Don't have on your vision board for £1,000 a month. Don't have on your vision board so I can stay at home with the kids. Give my boys a better life. Amazing. Like, thank you for putting it in the chat, Sarah. But why do you want to give your boys a better life? Why do you want £1,000 a month? Why do you want to leave your job? Like, why do you want to improve your confidence? Why? It's just not good enough to say, I want this for the money. I want this for a handbag. I want this for a car. I want this for a house. No, you don't. There's no emotional pull to that. So that when you're driving down your little road of success and you hit a brick wall, you get a door slammed in your face, a handbag or an amount of money or a house and a car is not going to pull you back to center. You need to ask yourself why that's your goal, why you want to stay at home with the kids, and why you want X amount of money every single month. And that is going to help you work on your self-confidence. You have to realize that life is just too short at the end of the day to worry about what other people think of you. Do not worry what other people think of you. So what if they think it's a pyramid scheme? So what if they think that the products don't work? So what if they don't think you can do it? So what if they delete you off social media? So what when your why is that important to you? For me, it was giving back to my family always. So there was nothing anyone could tell me about me being in the wrong place at the wrong time, or the products not being good, or the business not being good. For me, this was my exact why, my family. Like you, Jade, I want this for me and my son. Well, write down why. You know, I want this because I'm a single mum, but why does this mean so much to you as a single mum? Like, you have to get so emotional with your why. And when you do, your confidence goes through the roof. And when you match that with your confidence in the products and the business, it's an amazing thing that you've like well-rounded this business when you believe in yourself as much as you believe in the products and the business. And very, very lastly, girls, really quickly, self-development. How many times have you literally heard someone say, oh, you know, do self-development, and the first thing you do is run to Amazon and you order like the first self-help book that you can find on Amazon? Like, it's great to go and read books, it really is, but you need to ask yourself, what books do I need to read? Where do I need to get better? And a really good one is doing a wheel of life, where you split it into 8 sections, and you can find it on Google. It's things like health, finances, relationships, business, career, money, you know, there's loads of different things, and score your wheel of life in each section from 1 to 10. And the lowest ones are the areas of your life that you need to improve the most of. And it can literally be anything. Like, you could have self-confidence issues, you could have limited belief, you could get, struggle to get people to buy off you. Like, you won't struggle getting people to buy off you if you believe in the products and you are showing yourself on social media with that amount of confidence and self-belief every single day. You will not struggle. You need to put other people before yourself. You can go and learn how to be a good salesperson. You can go and learn how to look after customers. Doing self-development is all about you learning how to be better at every single aspect of your life. So what gives you that fire in your belly? For me, I love sales. I love getting customers. So I show up every single day loving the products and not being scared what anyone else thinks. And when you've got your own product journey and you're not scared of what anyone else thinks, you will show up on social media every single day knowing why you're doing this business. And if you're not getting sales and you're not getting customers, you know how to get sales. Your upline will tell you. You know how to recruit. Your upline will tell you. You're just not doing it because you don't believe in yourself enough, or you haven't got clear goals. And if you haven't got goals for this month and you haven't got goals for the rest of your life, then your goals just aren't good enough. You need to make sure that you know exactly what promotion you're going for, exactly what amount of money you want, because it means the most to you. What emotional pull do you have that's going to bring you back to the center? You can learn how to sell the products and how to market this business. Ruth's just give you loads of tips. Your upline will give you loads of tips. But for me, self-development, building self-confidence every single day, and that consistency are the three most important things when it comes to this business. And very, very lastly, for like 10 seconds, don't compare yourself to anybody else in this business. Just don't even go there. It is the worst thing that you can do. There are too many things that are different about different people. People have different skill sets. People have a different background. People have different goals, different amounts of time that they've got free in the day. There's too many variables there for you to compare yourself to one other person. The only person you need to compare yourself to is the person you were yesterday or last week or last month. Get better at what you do. Market your craft. Like, get good at it and learn how to be good at it. And when you have, you will inspire and teach so many people to do it that you will have a tribe of NMDs in your team one day. But it all starts with you and getting better and staying consistent.
Oh, thanks, babe. That was amazing. I feel like we've had a coaching session. You were Thank you so much, babe. I'm just going to quickly go on to the next one because I'm conscious of time. We've got loads of time, but still, I'll just unmute the next speaker. I'll see if I can find Ella. Hi, Ella. Can you hear me?
Hello. Can you hear me?
Hear you, babe. So if you want to go into a tiny bit about your story, just so everyone knows who you are, and then your top tips as well.
I will keep mine snappy. I hate going after Ruth and Jane because they're so good at speaking. I'm like, I've got big shoes to fill. Right, okay, so my journey. I joined July last year. For those who don't know, my name is Ellie McDonald. Prior to this business, I was a financial advisor. I thought I was actually really happy. I earned good money, thought I was in my forever job, and just was watching Lauren on social media live her best life for about 2 years. And I remember, like, I'd be starting like a 40-hour week at work and she'd be like purposely missing a flight or something. And I'd be like, I need this bird's life, right? And then I remember it vividly. I saw that she hit the 40k bonus, and I remember the picture, and she was in the hotel room with her leg up in the air like normal. And I was like, right, do you know what? I'm just going to go for it. And she posted that it was their payday. So I joined on the 10th of July last year. Literally just for a bit of extra pocket money. I was like, look, I'm going to go for it. I'm going to give it my all. But if I can get an extra £200, £300 a month, I'm laughing. Like, what is there to lose? And I was saving for my first home at the time. And long story short, within the first month, I then realised the potential. So my first wage was like £612. And I remember nearly falling off my chair. I was like, when it went in my bank, I was like, oh my God, it's not a scam. It's not a scam. And then I'd hit like the first 2 promos and then I just ran with it. Like I was like a bull in a china shop. I literally grabbed the bull by the horns and just gave it my all. And the difference is, when I say I believed in myself, like I was like, that 40 grand bonus is going to be mine one day and I am not going to stop until I've hit it. And I think that's the difference. Like when Jane talks about, like, you have to be committed. Like, don't join this business and go, I'm going to try and make it. Join and go, I am not going to stop until I make it. And that is the difference. You've got to have that fire in your belly. So long story short, I'm now QNMD. I hit QNMD in January. And I really want to be really like open and honest and just transparent with you all. Like I think it was March, my pay line was on 37,700. So if you know NMD and that, you know how close I was to NMD, right? I could almost taste it. And then the next month, my pay line's gone to 35, okay? And then it's going the other way. And I'm like, oh no, but it's fine, because I know this journey is a roller coaster, right? And if you guys are going to lose your head at that, you need to strap yourself in, because it's a roller coaster and it's going to go up and it's going to go down. And business is never always going to be up, okay? But what's going to separate you, the best from the rest, is the people that when they don't feel like showing up, when it's not going their way, they work even harder. Because to beat the struggle, you need to hustle, okay? Because I could get demotivated, but I'm not. I'm just as motivated as I was before, if not more, because I'm like, I'm going to get NMD. I'm going to get NMD. And guys, I am never the most intelligent person in a room. Probably the loudest, but never the most intelligent, right? And I'm telling you, if I can do it, if I can get to QNMD in like 8-9 months, you absolutely can, because I'm the type of girl that pushes a pull door, okay? Bearing in mind, my first wage was £612. This month is my last month reconfirming QNMD. Next month, my wage is going to be about 5.5, 6 grand. And I've only been in the business less than a year. Next month is my year anniversary. And this is what I'm saying, guys. But are you giving it 100% effort, 100% of your time? Are you doing your DMO? Are you showing up when you don't feel like it? Okay, because no one can want it for you. We can come on and we can give you the sauce, we can give you the secret sauce, right? We can give you the recipe, but you've got to want it for yourselves, okay? And you're in complete control of your destiny, okay? So that's my story. I've now quit my job. Woohoo! I've now quit my job as a financial advisor just because I don't need to. I'm practically doubling what I was earning as a financial advisor. I love this job. I love the company. I love the products. And this is only the start, queens, right? This is only the start. So I've quit my job and now I'm just going to give it even more effort. And like I said, I'm not going to stop until I get PMD plus. And I urge you to be the exact same. Have that fire in your belly. Know why you started and don't stop until you get there, okay? In terms of my tips, so Jane and Ruth have done amazing about mindset and keeping positive. I like to go into a little bit more about like the actual technical side of things, in terms of like if you're finding you're unable to get people over the line, etc., what I would do in that instance. So in terms of getting customer orders, who finds that they get loads of nibbles but can never actually get the sale? Tell me in the chat if you find that you get loads of interest, but you're like, why are these people not buying from me? Right, okay, that's absolutely fine. And I just want to let you know that happens to me too. Very rarely do people buy there and then, because as humans, we like to sit on it. We like to think about it. I watched Lauren for 2 years, guys, 2 whole years, right? Until I said yes, because I was that indecisive. So what I do in this instance, if they've messaged me and I've given them all the information, a couple of days later, I'll message them and I'll just voice note them and go, hi, my lovely. I hope you're really well. I know we spoke, you were really interested in your products. I just want to let you know I'm placing a huge order this afternoon. Let me know if you still like them and I'll add you to my list. Guys, this is as easy as that. I don't know about you. I don't feel like I'm pestering anyone by doing that. I feel like I'm being a part of a service. I'm trying to let them know that they're going to miss the boat. They don't know that you can put an order through at any point. right? They think, fucking hell, Elle's going to put through an order and I really want these berry capsules and I'm going to miss the boat. And I promise you, try that. I do it with my team and it secures the bag, I promise. And then you can message me saying thank you, because I promise it works. So literally, just voice note them a couple of days later, I'm placing a really large order. Are you still interested in your products? Because let me add you to the list. Okay, so that's that one. Chasing your likes, people. So when somebody likes your picture, whether it be a recruitment post, whether it be a transformation picture, they're liking it for a reason, okay? Unless you put your poll in the wrong place, which we've all been there. Your voice noting like bloody a parrot and everyone's like, oh, I accidentally didn't mean to. But yeah, chase your likes. So message them and go, hi, my lovely. I hope you're really well. Thank you so much for your interaction on my picture. It doesn't go unnoticed. Her results are insane, aren't they? Was you just sharing the love, or would you like me to tell you a little bit more about how she ascertained those results? Right? And I promise you, they'll go, oh yeah, can you tell me a little bit more about it? Of course I can. What's your goal? Let me tell you more, right? I promise you, this stuff works. And if you're not voice noting, please try and get comfortable with it. Practice makes perfect. And I want to let you guys know, like, me coming on here and I'm obviously bubbly and I'm not always like this. I'm not this confident person. Like 8 months ago, the thought of doing a live and stuff and voice notes petrified the hell out of me. But when it works, you get this sense of adrenaline, you get this sense of achievement, you do more, you earn more. There's no denying it, okay? So chase those likes, girls, with voice notes. Now, I like to, I'm quite, rather than just telling you what to do, I like to show you. So I've got a few examples here. So let me just pull it up one moment. So you can hear me in action, so you can know that I'm actually doing these things, guys. Right, if you can't hear this, let me know in the chat. So this is me just chasing one of my likes. Hi, Amber. I hope you're well, my lovely. Happy Friday. Oh. Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much for your interaction on my post about me making my banana shake. Literally, I swear by these products, and they're helping me lose weight and feel healthier and beat the bloating. I didn't know if your like was just sharing the love, or if you would like more information on the products that I use. Let me know, my lovely. More than happy to tell you more info or answer any questions. Thank you. You might think differently, but I don't feel like I'm pestering anyone, right? So I'm literally just saying, happy Friday, can I help? Was you just, and you're giving them a get out as well. Like, was you just sharing the love? And if they come back and they go, Ellie, I was just sharing the love. Do you know what? Tick box, that's done. You've built a relationship. You're on their radar and they know that your shop is open. So even if they don't buy from you, and let me tell you, if they're going to buy in the future, that you'll be the person they go to. I promise. Okay. So that's chasing your like. Secondly, going back to building organic relationships. Now, I have a team of about 150 to 200 people, right? And I knew one of them personally before Juice Plus. Everyone else is just through social media. Okay. And so funny, I was seeing in the chat when Jane was talking, people were like, oh, like my nephew said this, my cousins have said this about my post. I've had people call me Ellie Vision. Ellie Vision rather than television, right? Because my lives, you can't escape me. But that's fine, because it's me doing my job, right? If you can't see me everywhere you look on social media, I'm not doing my job right, okay? So that's a good thing. If people are getting annoyed, wicked. Let them unfollow you, because they're never going to, if they're the type that are getting annoyed, they're a wasted space anyway, because they're never going to buy from you, or they're never going to join your team, okay? But in terms of building organic relationships, I just honestly start normal conversations, guys. Don't deep it. Literally, don't stress yourself out thinking, what am I going to write? Just reply to someone's story. If their dog's on their story, talk about their dog. If they're at a nice restaurant, talk about their food, how good it looks. If they're at a nice destination, ask where they are. As humans, we are all programmed on our phones anyway, okay? We recommend people left, right, and centre anyway. Just have normal conversations, and then some people will reply to you, some people won't, okay? But the people that do reply to you, they're your niche. You've got a common interest with them, and chat to them as long as they will chat to you, right? And then when the conversation goes a little bit dry, just go, hi, my lovely. It was absolutely amazing getting to know you. I feel like we've got loads in common. Just want to let you know, I help like-minded men and women earn money from social media. It's worked wonders for me. I think it could work wonders for you after chatting to you. Are you open to it? That's all you need to say. It's worked wonders for me. After getting to know you, I think it'll work wonders for you. Are you open to it? And all they can say is no. And if you didn't ask, the answer was no anyway. Okay? I promise you, if you expose more people to the opportunity, you will get more people on your team. Okay? And I've got that many people on my team in that short amount of time purely from just having normal conversations. I don't agree with cold messaging. Sorry if anyone does it here. You may do it. I personally don't. I just don't think my conversion rate has never been that successful with it. Whereas if I just start a normal conversation, I'm much more likely to have a better success rate. Okay. So that's that. What else have I got? Next one. Right. Best decision group. So I personally like to use what we have available. Now, no one talked to me because I am quite bitter about it, but I've been taken off my Instagram this week, right? So if you try and find my Instagram, it will be back by Friday because I'm manifesting it. But I am really hot on things like the best decision group, or sorry if you're not in my team or our team, but if you've got a different group with loads of videos that you tag potentials in, and highlights on Instagram, okay? So once you've had these organic conversations with people, if they're open to it, and then you tell them the ins and outs of what the job entails, and they go, oh, I want to think about it, fine. Let me add you to a group where you can have a look at your leisure at loads of different success stories. They'll tell you why they joined, what it's done for them, just so you can get a really good insight into it. And again, I voice note this to people. So I've got another example here for you all. Let me just dig it out. I should have really charged my phone. Right, here we go, guys.
Hi, my lovely. I hope you're well. A huge happy Monday to you. Lisa, just a quick one. We have an opportunity live this evening at 8 o'clock. It's in our exclusive group. If you are free and you wanted to have a listen in, it's our girl telling her story. She's not even in my team, so it's completely unbiased opinion. The business has done for her, how she's been able to work it around her 9 to 5. And
Oh, sorry, low battery.
it's completely changed her life as a result of saying yes to an opportunity. No one would even know you're watching, no one would know you're listening, so it's just you getting a good insight into the business and whether you think you can benefit from it. It will hopefully sort of answer some of your questions, and then you can just see whether it's something you could see yourself doing. It's at 8 o'clock tonight. If you are free, let me know and you want to be added, and I will tag you in it at 8, my lovely. Thank you.
So guys, right, use what is available. You've got these there to support you. So if you're struggling to get someone over the line, get them in that group or refer them to your work highlight on your Instagram. I'm really hot on that. If you haven't got a work highlight, literally put everything juicy on there. So like when I come on these Zoom calls, right, obviously I'm not earning the sort of money that Lauren's earning yet. But so when Ruth said, oh, like we haven't got designer, I have never bought a designer bag, guys, right? I've got to QNMD without posting one designer thing that I've purchased, because right now I'm saving for a house. But what I do is share other people's success stories. So when I come on these Zooms, Like when Ruth says she's picked up 20 grand in a month, you bet I'm recording it and I'm going to put that on my story later, and then I'm going to add it to my work highlight. And when you hear that people have bought their mum a car and they've retired their mum and they pay their mum a full-time wage, like show different people's success stories and get those people into those groups. Those groups are there to help you. So don't be afraid to follow up. The fortune is in the follow-up. Voice note. The great thing about Facebook is you can literally voice note and they don't even know that you're forwarding it. So once you've perfected the perfect one, you can literally send. Like when they changed the prices, I was like, bloody hell, I'm gonna have to re-record my shred one. Like this, I've done this to a T. So guys, and the thing is, like I said, the ownership is on you. We have got some amazing tips and tricks for you. But ultimately, if you show up tomorrow with excuses rather than execution, you're still going to be in that struggle zone, okay? So you need to be hustling, and promise you, like once you take that little step outside of your comfort zone every single day, and you then start seeing the results, you won't give a shit. In the nicest possible way. Like I was so petrified of doing a live when I first started, and now frankly I enjoy them, but it comes as easy to me as brushing my teeth. Like it would be weird if I didn't do a live. Okay, so day by day, take those little steps outside of your comfort zone. Success is found in your daily habits, and just show up. Like you can't expect results without showing up. So yeah, hopefully that's been useful, guys.
Oh, thanks so much, Ellen. How amazing is she? Like, she is going all the way to the top. Like, she has got it from day one. She's a natural, she's confident, and she's literally doesn't give a shit what people think. She wants to get to the top, and that's what it takes. Like, literally, when she first started, she was like, oh, I don't know what to say now. Literally voice noting from day one, lives from day one. It's so natural to her, and she is absolutely smashing it. Thank you so much, babe. So we've got 2 more amazing speakers. Let me see who I can find. Let's see. We've got Hayley and I've got Emma. Where are they? Oh, there's loads of Emmas. I don't know which one's which. Emma Leyland. Let's see. Oh, yeah, you're under Emma Leyland. Hi, Emma.
Hi. Can you hear me? Can you see me?
Now, both you and Hayley are next to each other now after saying that. Sorry, Hayley, if you want to go last. If you want to tell everyone dead briefly about your story and your top tips.
Yeah, of course. So evening, everybody, and well done to everybody who is still on this amazing call. There's literally been so many tips. I've been absolutely buzzing. I've been writing down notes, and that's like a really, really good first tip for every single person on this call right now. I don't care what your position is. Like, you should be a partner every single day. Like, I don't care if you're a senior partner, sales coordinator, if you're PMD plus, no shits are given over here. The universe doesn't care what position you are. If you're like a SC, but you aren't working hard, then you don't deserve to be an SC anymore. So you've got to show up like a partner every single day, take notes, be a sponge, work really, really hard. Okay, so my quick story then is I, have come from a corporate background. I worked Monday to Friday, 9 till 5, more like Monday to Saturday, 7 till 7, overworked, underpaid, told I was stupid, all this like malarkey, was told I'd never get another job, nobody would want me, all that kind of thing. So I was kind of like battered down like my whole 10 years of my corporate career. And I just thought, I could never ever do better than that. And they basically just, told me that, I mean, at the end of the day, like I was shit and I would never go anywhere in life. And I had that through school as well, my whole school life. All my teachers told me I was really rubbish. So I've basically spent most of my life being told by everyone I was rubbish and I'd never make anything of myself, apart from being like a porn star. And I thought, you know what, that would be quite good, but I'm just not game for it, No offense to anyone who does do a porn star. Like, I'm all here supporting women, so that's cool with me. But basically, it just wasn't a bit of me. And I was actually a customer first and foremost. So obviously make sure you take this tip down as well. I was Kirsty's customer. Kirsty, for any of you who don't know, she's my upline. She's a PMD plus now. And I started on the shakes with Kirsty in December 2017, I was feeling like a pig in blanket after eating so many pigs in blankets. And I remember, again, it's something that, you know, I think it was Ruth or Jane was saying about with regards to, you know, Kirsty was so in my face. She didn't take December off. Like, half of the Juice Plus reps, and you'll probably you might even do this, don't be one of those people, take December off. It's the worst thing you could ever do, because you will miss out on a PMD. Oh hey, that's me. Because I ordered from Kirsty in December 2017 because she was there, she was showing up, she wouldn't stop posting, and I was just like, these girls she's posting, they look amazing, I want to look amazing like that. So I ordered the shakes from her. And then obviously I was enjoying the shakes. I wasn't following them fully, but I was just enjoying them. I was enjoying feeling a bit better, losing a little bit of podge, feeling great. So in February, she then offered me the business, and this is obviously, it all worked out perfectly, but Kirsty waited, you know, near a month and a half to offer me this business, because she thought that I had it all. She thought I had a corporate job, I wouldn't be interested, I looked as if I was doing well in life, but little did she know I was not in a good place. Mentally, financially, everything was not brilliant. So when she offered me this business, she offered me a bit of hope, she offered me a new life. And that is exactly what it has been. It has been a completely, you know, new life for me, and I've literally changed everything. You know, I've been able to buy my dream home, I've been able to retire my mum from full-time employment, and retire my husband and invest into him and his business. I've been able to obviously go on lots of holidays. I've been able to renovate my house. It's one thing buying an old Victorian house, it's another thing renovating it. It takes so much money, and I literally have no loans, I'm debt free, no overdrafts, no credit cards. I pay for my home renovations with my wages that I get from Juice Plus every single month. You know, I've been able to get more animals, I've literally got like a mini animal farm, but it's just changed everything. So that's a little bit about my journey. And of course I went from partner to PMD in 2.5 years, which is really fast. But guys, I worked really hard. I was up at 5:30 in the morning, and I didn't go to bed until around midnight, 1 o'clock, and that was when I was working full time. You know, I lived on 4 to 3 hours sleep for like 6 months, and that was before Uplift was a thing. So nobody has an excuse now, because we have Uplift, so you can just live on that if you and this is for people who want to be NMD, for people who want to be PMD. This isn't for people who just want to do this for an extra bit of income. You guys are on your own journey, love it, embrace it, go at your own pace. But this is for the hustlers, this is for those people who are sitting there saying, I want your life. I'm like, well, if you want my life, you've got to do what I've done. Friends, you ain't getting my life. You know, are you willing to work you know, all hours under the sun? Are you willing to sacrifice sleep? Are you willing to sacrifice seeing your friends, seeing your family? Are you willing to sacrifice TV? TV is shit, turn that off. It is not going to build your business. Tell me what Netflix does to improve your life. Absolutely nothing. It's bullshit. Turn it off. I literally limit my TV time to only Friday night I allow myself to film, no TV on Saturday, and all day Sunday is like my catch up binge. Like if I want to watch a bit of Towie or whatever, that's when I can do it. Otherwise, Monday to Friday during the day, no TV, unless it's self-development, something that is going to develop myself and my mind. Okay, so going into like real tips here now, guys. I'm obviously going really quick because I want to make sure Hayley gets on as well. So I'm really hot on DMO. Like, I'm so structured, and I've always been structured since day one. So I used to write my DMO out every single day. Now I've just recently developed a DMO planner. You can order it from, if you go on my Instagram, you can order one, and it's so simple to follow. It is my DMO that I have been doing since day one of joining this business, and it's kind of a 90-day game plan. But basically that's what I do. I follow a tick box system. It's so simple. This business, as all the other girls were saying, it's so simple, it's so easy, it's not difficult at all to follow. However, we make it so much easier for you by giving you these tasks to do. It's so simple. Okay, so your DMO consists of, really, there's other things you can do in your DMO, but these are the only 3 things that you need to do. Number 1, you need to be widening your audience. How do you widen your audience? You follow and you add on Facebook. You follow people on Instagram, you add people on Facebook. It is that simple. It takes 2 minutes of your life. That is it. You know, it depends how many you want to do in a day. That is your number. Your number is personal to you. It's personal to your life, you know, what you've got going on. But you need to widen your network every single day, and you do this by adding and following. Simple. Okay, the next one you need to do is you need to build relationships. How do we build relationships? We interact with people. How do we interact with people? We love, we comment, we reply to people's stories. It is that simple, just like Ellie was saying. So simple. You just reply to somebody's story about their, I actually remember Kate is on here. I've seen her popping up. She posted on her story about this pink stuff cleaning, and I was like, what is that stuff? And she was like, you know, it's this cleaning stuff, and like it was totally boring to me because I was like, cleaning, gross. I thought like it was called pink stuff, and I was like, I'm here for this. Like if it's some kind of face mask, everyone seems to be using it, I want some of that. But it was cleaning. And I just seemed like, I was like, oh wow, that sounds so amazing, I'm definitely gonna get some. I ordered some so I could show her that I'd ordered some, but I never fucking used it. So if you are talking to somebody and they're like, oh yeah, you should buy this Minky, then I go and buy a Minky, but I don't ever use it. I'm just like, oh, I bought that Minky you recommended, just so I've got something to have a conversation with them about, you know. And now Kate is of course on my team. She is at SC, got in for QSSC. She's one of my greatest friends. She is amazing. But we literally built a relationship on the pink stuff. And then she noticed me and she started watching me. Who is this girl? What is she doing? Oh, she sounds a bit like, you know, she's living her best life. I want to do that. And how did I get her on my team? I interacted with her. So that's number 2. Number 3, posting. It's so simple. Like literally showing people what we do, posting. So posting on your Facebook, posting on your Instagram grid, and posting on your stories. Pack that shit out. You need to be everywhere. Like, you know, Eddie's saying, like Jen was saying, like Lon's saying, like you just need to be everywhere. People need to see you. Because if they can't see you, then how are they going to buy from you? But you have to do all those 3 things together. I know people who are like, I work really hard, and they're just posting. They don't follow and they don't interact. I'm like, you ain't working hard, you're just posting. A monkey could post. Posting is the simplest, most easiest thing to do. You can do it like with your eyes closed, because there are post ideas left, right, and center. But the hard work is what you do behind what your upline can see. So many people say to me, oh, can you check like my Facebook and stuff? I check it. I'm like, yeah, it looks good. What are you doing behind the scenes though? Because if your posting is really good, but you're not getting orders, you're not getting teamies, you are not working hard enough. It is that simple. Okay, so next, let's talk about my next tip, which is mindset. Now, I could literally do a whole like 12-hour call on mindset because I'm really passionate about it. Law of attraction and manifestation is something that I'm highly passionate about, and it is a thing. Now, if you are watching this right now, you're quite new, you're not hot on all of this like law of attraction stuff, you're going to think I'm absolutely bonkers. Don't worry, I've been there. When Kirsty said to me about obviously self-developing, I thought, you are all living in cuckoo land, like you guys are absolutely cray. But it's changed my life. And if you're feeling like that right now and you watch a few self-development things, you think, oh my god, this is just nuts, keep going with it, I promise it gets better. And you start to understand it in a different way. But basically, law of attraction and manifestation, you need to, the girls have covered it, you need to believe in your dreams. So have the vision, believe in your dreams. You need to believe in yourself and believe that you can. So many people don't believe that they can, because if you tell yourself you can't, then of course you can't. But if you tell yourself you can, then you absolutely can. Like I've literally, from day one, so many people say to me, I struggle to recruit. And I'm like, that's why you struggle to recruit, because you're saying, I struggle to recruit. Delete that from your vocabulary. It's a disgusting word and it's a disgusting sentence. I struggle. No. Get rid. Like when I first joined this business, I recruited 2 girls in my first week because I joined this business and they don't do it anymore. They literally lasted 2 days. But that's beside the point. It was practice and it was very good. I said to Kirsty, what do I need to do to be QNMD like you as quick as possible? She said, go and recruit. So I said, okay. I didn't allow myself to sit there and think, how do I do that? I'm never going to be able to do that. I didn't put barriers. I didn't like literally stop myself from doing what needed to be done. I just said, okay. And I went and I did it. Okay. And it was as simple as that. So literally believe you can, believe in yourself and believe in your dreams. Now, visualization, if you can see it in your mind, you can make it happen, because whatever you can see in your mind, so if you close your eyes right now, just sit there for like, do it when you go to bed tonight or whatever, and just literally lie there, picture your perfect life, because what you're picturing inside of here, you can actually achieve that. That is the universe saying to you, oh, hey, Emma, this is your perfect life. I'm showing you a map on how to get to your perfect life. Now, all you need to go and do is go and do the hard work to actually achieve that. Oh, hi, Liz. Woo-hoo. Take your top off. So, obviously, with regards to all of that, it's so important to
You're naked. Okay.
Yeah, I know. It's very distracting. I like it. We normally have Brett on our call. He's a PT, Kerry's husband. We normally like him in our Team Women Empowerment. He's our mascot. Anyway, so moving on to recruiting, because I'm now blushing from a naked man. So recruiting, people buy into people. So always be yourself. So I have literally from day one, again, I have just shown up completely as myself. And what I mean by being yourself, like showing, you know, your life, I don't mean like sitting and sharing your dirty laundry all over social media. Like, you don't need to sit there and moan and bitch and all stuff like this. That's not you and your daily life. It's about giving people snippets. Mrs. Hinch, for example, has made her millions by cleaning frigging toilets, guys. So don't ever come to me or your upline and say, I cannot blog about my life because I have a really boring life. I'm not being funny, but have you watched Mrs. Hinch's stories? They are the most boringest stories in the world, but yet everyone's addicted. We want to see how she scrubs the toilets. Like, we love it. Do you know what I mean? So honestly, guys, just blog your whole day, blog your whole life. People buy into people. What I do is I tell all of my girls, just pretend you are like a star in your own reality TV show, and then, you know, just blog your life, share everything, and then drop Juice Plus into there. Drop a recruiting post, drop a success post. And that brings me on to my final bit, which I just want to say is share everything. Share your success, share others' success, share the company things. Obviously, you know, we've got so much going on as a company, in teams, yourself. It's exciting. It's the best thing to be a part of this business. If you're not excited, go and get excited, go and get inspired, because this business is fucking ace and it can change your whole life. But, you know, like all the other girls have said, it starts with you and it ends with you. So you decide how successful you want to be in this business. So that is me done.
Oh, thank you so much, Emma. Honestly, I absolutely love listening to you. She's obsessed with the law of attraction and mindset, just like me. And honestly, when I joined and I first got The Secret, I thought, oh, it's mumbo jumbo, but I'll give it a whirl. And that book got me to PMD. I am now obsessed with the law of attraction, obsessed with doing my affirmations and anything that you believe you can achieve. So I absolutely love listening to you. Thanks so much, Emma. And now we save the best to last. Where is she? Hayley Bush. Brutal Bush, I like to call her. She's straight talking. I absolutely love her. There she is. Hi, Bush. Can you hear me?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, sorry that you're last, but we save the best to last. If you want to tell everyone who doesn't know you a tiny bit about your story and your top tips.
All right, I will. Yeah, I've got the graveyard shift, didn't I?
I saw first.
Oh my God, all the speakers have been amazing. Well done, girls. You literally have smashed it. I don't actually think I've got one thing to find that I've not that's not been said. But anyhow, I'll go on. So I've been in the business for 8 years. And I got to PMD in my first 21 months. Doing this part-time alongside my full-time retail job. So like Jane said, you know, it can be done. You just got to be structured and you've got to be dedicated and you've got to just go hard. So I got addicted to this business really quickly, because within 8 months I was making a full-time wage from this on part-time hours. So obviously going from being a single mum scrimping and scraping is not the word. Like, seriously, if I wanted, well, I thought about this the other day. I paid for 2 new tyres and I just went and got them like that. And I thought, if I'd done this when I was a single mum, I'd be paying that for 6 months, 7 months off. So it's just like so mad how quick your life can change. So I went from being that person where if I had 1 tyre to replace, it'd be the end of the world, to literally getting 2 full-time incomes. So my life changed really quickly. I quit my job after 2 years. So with my little boy, who was 7 at the time, I missed everything, all school trips, everything, because retail's really intense. You know, you're working late, you don't have any school holidays off, Christmas is a no. I never even got Christmas Eve off to do Santa's plate with them, you know what I mean? So I've gone from that, and then 24 months I'm handing my notice in. And I could not believe it. So, yeah, it has been a complete life changer for me. I've now 5 years worked this business full time around my 5-year-old. And it's been the best 5 years ever. A second chance of being a mum, but on my terms, not having a boss, not having to give a year's worth of holidays. It's just priceless. So you all know that, guys. I've not had to miss a single thing. It's not just about the money. It's about the time freedom. It's just about the stress. You know, there is always a cloud. Like, if you've got no money, there's always a dark cloud over you. And it's so nice not to have that. And I'm always grateful to our business for that. So what got me there, and a few tips that I wanted to share with you today. I think it's really great that this ultimate summer shreds come in place, because I do think, like you said, Lauren, like, to be fair, guys, what have we had to do other than eat ourselves as well? Like, what has there else been to do? Like, all that's been going on is nice food, and you can go and have a table somewhere with 6 and eat. And then you can't even dance to wear it off, like, you just eating. So, like, everyone has maybe just let themselves slip a little bit or whatever. And I just think it's so important to live the mission. Like, let's remember, you are your walking billboard. And I think this is the perfect time that this shred's come into play, because you can get some great before and afters. And, you know, it gets you back in. Like all the other girls have said, when you're posting about it where you're not going to be missed, that's when the orders come in. And I always remember when Simon Vola once said to me, okay, Hayley, so if I asked one of your friends today what products they've seen you use on your stories, what would they say? And it's always like that. Now you think, oh my God, what if Simon was to ask one of my friends, what product did I show on my stories today? Would they be able to tell him? Or also, you know, if head office just picked a couple of your mates from your friends list and said, okay, tell me about Hayley, like, what products does she like out of our product range? What's her favourite, and what have they done for her, and what has the business done for her? Would they be able to tell them? So that's so important to me, because that's always stuck in my head, like, to always make sure that people can say that. So yeah, living the mission. Obviously, you know, you wouldn't go to a PT and ask them for fitness advice if they were unfit and coughing and spluttering and really struggling to walk without being out of breath. So it's the same with, like, the products. You're living a healthy mission. That is our mission. So yeah, that is what I wanted to talk about, that, just walking the walk. And then the other thing I wanted to say, which I think Jane touched on, is don't compare. Like, never compare, because it just holds you back. And like she said, everyone is so different. Like, when I started, I was like on par with Cassianne, and I always used to compare, because obviously she had a big following and stuff like that. And, you know, I always did, but we actually got to PMD roughly the same time. But my team, I had stronger structure. Like, Cassie's was very up and down, but I built maybe a little bit slower, but it was with good friendships, and always, like, she was always on, like, the acquisition, for instance, yeah, and I used to think, oh my God, like, I'm never on that, blah, blah, blah. But actually, you know, I've got 7 NMDs in my business, and they're strong, they're not going nowhere, they're my very good friends. You know, we are a very, very strong team, like, I would say rock solid. And with all the comings and goings, you know, people thinking the grass ain't greener, I know my girls are in it, like, and I think that's really good to know. And Jeff Montague Smith has always told me that as well. Hayley, always build on rock, not sand. And it's so, so true. So never compare quantity over it's always quality over quantity is what I would say, and make sure that the few that you do get, you're looking after, and I don't think you can go wrong. And that's with customers and teamies. Okay. So yeah, that was mine. Do not compare. And the no excuses, like we've always built our business on no excuses. And I hear it so much within my own team, like not my leaders, because obviously that's why they're leaders, but other teammates, I hear, I'm just not going to be able to post today because of this or that, or this has come up, or I'm like, where have you gone? Like, what's happened? And they're like, such and such, my great aunt's had a fall or whatever it might be. And I'm just like, you've always got to remember, like, what would you do if you were a shop owner? Is it that much of a big deal that you're going to shut your shop for it? Because, that's what you're doing for your business. And anyone that thinks, oh, well, she's still posting on social media, pretending everything's all right. Like, life happens to everybody. But at the end of the day, you've got to think, if this social media, that's just the beautiful thing that we get to earn money from online. But if it was a physical shop that you had to go and put the keys in and open, would you put a close sign in for the day over that situation? I don't think you would. I'm not being funny. In River Island, we were only allowed to shut on Christmas Day. And that was it. Do you know what I mean? And it's the same with this business. Like, every day you've got to show up. And like, I had I know one of my teammates, I've checked with her today if she'd mind me sharing this, but she messaged me. She's had something happen at home, and it's really not been a good situation for her. And she messaged me today and she said, Hayley, like, I really don't feel like I can post. I've just lost my mojo. I feel like I can't post. I feel like we've got so much going on at home. And I just said to her, like, would you not go to work today then? And she was like, well, no. And then she was like, do you know what? You're so right. Like, I've got to treat this as my business, as my normal job. And it is that. So as soon as you see this as a job and not a hobby, that's when you're going to earn business money. So yeah, no excuses. And I've always said, is my situation, say something comes up, I mean, trust me, people think because I'm a PMD or whatever, my life's smooth running. 100% it is not. My real friends tell me I should write a book about my life, right? So but the thing is, you've just got to carry on. And I always think to myself, when stuff's going on, would I be better skint? So would I be better with all this stuff going on and skint? Absolutely not, because money gives you options. So I think as well, always think about that and just think, am I going to be any happier with this situation, but literally no money in my bank? No, you're not. At least when, everything's sorted out, or you can go and have an holiday and, refresh or whatever you need to do, you've got that option. So I'm just trying to be quick, because I know we've been on for ages. So yeah, no excuses. And also, just do not care what people think. And I know Ellie touched on this, and it's so true. Like, they can just press unfollow. They really can. And if you're annoying them, like she said, they don't need to be on your page. And that is another thing that I think is so important. I had so much crap when I first started, and I had friends pull me aside and say, oh, do you know what, you're a bit embarrassing. Like, I'm telling you, because, we've all had a bit of a chat and we're like cringing at your Facebook. And I'd be like, I was so hurt. And for the first week, it made me really overthink my posts. And then I weren't being natural, because I was like really overthinking and like, oh, I don't want to come across cringy where people think like that and people think of me like that. End of the day, people are always going to have opinion on you, no matter what you do. You will never, ever, ever please your whole audience. So I just think the minute you don't care is the minute that absolutely worked for me. The minute I didn't give a shit is the minute that my bank balance grew massively. And then those same people, when they're still working 40 hours and I'm out sunbathing in the garden and I'm like, how's your office, hun, with no windows? Do you know what I mean? How are they feeling now? And they actually one of them did message me and say, oh my God, like, everything's gone so well for you. Like, I eat my words. So yeah, really do not care, grow a backbone, do not care. And that's that. I think as well, guys, like, just put in the comments now, what book are you reading right now? Like, what is your book? So I'm reading Happy Sexy Millionaire, and I really like it because we met Stephen Bartlett. at one of the conventions, and I thought he was brilliant because he really did come from nothing, and I like people like that, raw and real. That's who I'm following. But like, I just think people join this business and they just expect to just be experts in it, and you can't be that way. Like, if you want muscles and a six-pack, you go to the gym and you work hard every day. Like, if you want a millionaire mindset and you want, you know, to be confident and you want this, you have to work on it every day, just like going to the gym. Although you can't see it on the outside and it ain't a six-pack developing, you will see it in so many other ways. Like, mindset is literally, they always say you need 2 E's in this business: excitement and energy. And to have that, obviously you need a really good mindset. So always have a book going, and know when you need to invest more. Like, in your DMO, you might not need to spend an hour on self-development. You might just need to be a bit more in your, like, practicing your voice notes and stuff like that, like Ellie said. Or you might need you might need to lay down on that for a little bit and pay more on your self-development and your podcasts and stuff like that. So know when you need to flip it up, because you will know by how you're feeling towards your business, because you should be showing excitement and energy always. And if you're not, you need to know when to flip that DMO and put a little bit more into the books, the self-development, and your podcast and stuff like that. So let me see if there's anything else on my notes. What book? Oh, and guys, never ever underestimate, like, you've heard everyone's stories today. Be bloody proud to offer it. Like, don't ever be embarrassed. Like, this gift that you've got to offer people is insane. And that's for the products and for the business. Like, most of our clients, I know we can't make medical claims, but most of our clients have come off like 70% of their pharmaceutical prescriptions, you know, like, that's insane. You've got that opportunity where they thought they were going to be on like drugs for life, where they're feeling amazing and they're medication free. Like, surely you've come across one of those journeys in your time so far. That is unbelievable, and no one would have given them that. Doctors give you more medication always, and we're helping people turn that around. And with the business, like, look what it's done for me, look what it's done for everyone that spoke on the call today. Like, you've got that golden ticket for someone, so always feel really, really proud. You're never bothering anyone by offering this opportunity. And I think Jane said it, celebrate small wins. Always, or whatever you can, post about or celebrate, do it. Turn it around into a post. It don't matter that you're not earning 5, 6, 7 grand, whatever. Small wins. You filled your petrol up. You paid for your shopping. Like me, I'm like, I still shared, I've paid for 2 tyres today and I'm so grateful. Like, because it's small things like that that means a lot to people. And I actually got Lucy, my NMD, through posting that I've just paid a painter and decorator for what first time in my life. Like, and she was like, oh my God, I want to do that. She was actually painting at the time and she was like, what the hell? So, you know, things like that is just, you've got to celebrate the small wins. And I think that's all really that I had to go through, to be honest with you. Yeah, I think that's all my notes. Short and sweet.
I know you were last, and I know when you're last, you're like, oh my God, everyone's covered everything. They were all amazing, and that is so important, not to compare yourself. Like, you compared yourself to Cassie because you're in the same area, you knew the same people, and look what happened. You are still standing and you have the strongest team ever because you are the best leader and you treat people well and you show up every day and you set an example for your team. So that is why you're here now with the most strong team, and she's buggered off with no team. So that shows you done it. Like, don't ever compare yourself to anyone. It is quality, not quantity.
Yeah.
So I remember when Boosh was working with Ryan, and like she said, she was a big manager. She had to graft. She only got Christmas Day off, and she got to the top, to PMD, while she was working full time, and then she quit a job. And I remember you going on stage with Brody as a baby, getting your PMD award. Like, it's absolutely amazing what this business can do. And like Hayley said, we should be shouting it from the rooftops. We have the best products in the whole world, and we have the best opportunity in the world. So you need to be shouting it every single day and showing this opportunity, because people they're not mind readers. They're not going to be able to tell you about it. And if you actually look at my profile, you will know what I do. I am literally going on about it all day, every day. So I'll be showing off the lifestyle, showing off the time freedom. And like Hayley mentioned, when I first joined, I had no money either. I used to recruit 20 people a month, and I was skin when I was an SDD. And I used to talk about what the company was doing, the other incentives they were doing, the places people were visiting. I used to talk about having an extra £500 a month. Now I could afford to go out. Now I wasn't in debt and I could pay off my credit card. So it's not always the big houses, the cars. It can be little small things like taking the kids to the zoo or getting 2 tires, like Hayley said. It doesn't have to be something big. It's just showing off your true life and showing that now you're not struggling because of this business and what this business has done for you. So I just wanted one last thing. I wanted to tell you all about the convention. So many of you have only just joined over the last year, like Ellie, for example. You've never been to a convention. You've never been to an event. Hopefully, today they mentioned that we'll be having a convention from the 23rd to the 24th of October. It's going to be absolutely amazing. They've not given us a venue yet, but there's going to be a Club 39 event the day before on the 22nd. So anyone that's never been, we all need to go. There's 1,000 spaces, so as soon as the tickets go on sale, I'll put them on admin, but it's honestly amazing. Like, you can't bottle the energy in the room. You'll have amazing speakers on stage. We'll have a party. You get to meet all your team. You get to meet everyone in the business. Like, it's going to be insane. So pop that in your calendar, 23rd and 24th of October, and fingers crossed it can go ahead. And also, I want you to think about, from now until the convention, what position could you be? If you give it 100%, we've got the middle of June now, so June, July, August, September, over the next 4.5 months, if you put 100% into your business and you discipline yourself and get back to work, what position could you be by that convention? Just imagine yourself on stage, getting your award, all your team there. Like, where could you be if you vision that now and you put the work in? I want you to all write that down after the call. Have a look at your figures, have a look at your pay line, how many legs do you need, and where, if you give 100%, could you be by that day? So thank you all for staying on. I know it was a really long call, but I wanted to get all the girls on because everyone has different journeys. We've all got different tips, and I wanted you to have a little bit of learning different tips and tricks off every single person. So I hope it was really useful. I hope you've got loads of notes and you've learnt loads. Thank you for coming on, and I'm going to put the incentive and all the new shred pictures in the group in admin later on. This is the perfect time to smash it. We've never had anything like this before. This shred is what everyone needs. Like, we're all getting chubby. Look at my face. We've all been eating out too much. We've all been partying. Everyone needs to be getting on the shreds themselves, let alone the customers. Like, I am going to do it. I'm going to show my journey every single day. I'm going to show my results every week. If we're doing it, it's going to help us so much. It's going to help us sell more. So I think we should all be sharing our journey, talking about the next 90 days, and I'll put all the pictures and everything in the AMI incentive in the group after the call. So thanks for getting on, guys. Thank you all for speaking, girls. See you all soon.